Karen neighbor complained, now everyone has to suffer. Our Karen neighbor complained about another neighbor's motorcycle. It's a stock bike, so he didn't add any loud muffles, and prior to this he was very respectful. He would start the bike and drive conservatively out of the neighborhood. But then enters Karen. Karen complains about everything and everyone knows her. She has complained several times about the motorcycle and calls the cops frequently for dumb things. This time she decides to go too far and tries to prevent the motorcycle from leaving the neighborhood. She nearly ran him over. So now, because Karen literally tried to murder someone, the motorcycle rider starts his motorcycle a few times a day, rides to Karen's house a couple houses down, revs his engine for a few minutes, then speeds away in the most obnoxious way possible. He's even had some of his buddies come by in a sort of fuck you, Karen parade. I talked to him, we know each other and he's a decent dude, and he at least agrees to stop doing this at night and to ride safely since there are a lot of kids in the area. I honestly can't blame him at all because everybody hates this bitch and she deserves much worse considering what she did. I just wish there was a legal way to get her to stop being such a bitch. Sounds like someone needs a good long tune-up in the garage. Door open, of course. I suggest sharing a high-quality recording of a motorcycle with your neighbor so that even the car drivers can make motorcycle sounds through their stereo speakers when they pass Karen's house. Why didn't motorcycle dude tell the police that Karen has been harassing him and then tried to kill him? I guarantee the police would be happy to arrest her nosy, entitled ass. I had a Karen neighbor like this. I had to start leaving my neighborhood in the opposite direction because she called the cops on me so many times because the cops asked me to just go to the other direction so they don't have to keep coming out LOL. You wait for them to die. Our neighborhood Karen died 9 years after we moved in. The whole area was ready to party. Don't miss her one bit. I just wish there was a legal way to get her to stop being such a bitch. Everyone needs to bully her. Fuck you, Karen, insert action, she did consequences everyone faces. Damn, you aren't dead yet, here I was hoping you tried to kill the wrong one today got yourself killed. Whereas the collective punishment is bad, it's a consequence of letting her behavior continue without social consequences. Give her those consequences, and things should change. Think a longer parade of bikes are needed to go by her house. Many with short drag pipes. If you are in an HOA, time to really study the manual. Why didn't he sue her for what she did to him? All you neighbors need to get together and have a barbecue and live band with the speakers pointed at her house. You can also sign her up for the Dildo of the Month Club LMAO. Greasing her door handles, door knobs or mailbox works as well. Maybe you should post the address where the meet is for today's ride. The solution is easy. Fully charged cordless drill, a nice new 1/2-inch drill bit, and a minute under her car. Couple of large holes in her exhaust pipe in front of the muffler. A sawzall works, too. Then when she starts her car, complain loudly about her disturbing the peace. The best comeback I ever heard was, if you don't stop I will call 811. Other person goes 811? Yeah, I want to know where I can dig. I am a stupid white person, but I have learned much living in a black neighborhood. Namely, mind your own fucking business. It saves everyone time and grief. And it's freeing, really. I really like his fuck you parade. Why did no one call the police when Karen nearly ran him over? If false reports were received under her name, she'd never be believed if she tried to clear her name. Go online and read your town's local ordinances. Then start calling the cops on her. Takes her garbage cans to the curb too early? File a complaint. Doesn't shovel her snow by the designated time? File a complaint. There are typically so many petty rules that you can definitely mess with her, and it's all legal. Play her game until she spends her days hiding under the stairs. Throw catnip seeds in her lawn. Alternatively, table salt in her lawn spelling out the word bitch. Or both. Karen does as Karen does. A shame that the whole neighborhood needs to pay for her Karenness. Loud pipes save lives. I know this is true because I have a bumper sticker that says this. Bumper stickers don't lie. Karen needs a little more Primus and Motorhead in her life, methinks. I love the FU parade. Maybe all of the good neighbors get together, have a nice block party and don't invite Karen. She'll get the message. When all of you stick together against a bully, the bully moves on. Getting even might feel great, but when it makes the whole neighborhood suffer, it's fucking childish and the one offended needs to find a better solution. Why do some people not understand the concept of having neighbors? Sometimes a neighbor might do something you don't like or inconveniences you. That's life, deal with it. If it really bothers you, then go talk about it politely with your neighbor. My dad moved into a 50-townhouse complex. Before even taking possession of his unit, his neighbor complained about his stock late-model Corvette idling being too loud. So I'm going to be taking my 700 cubic centimeters off-road race bike with off-road only exhaust to visit my dad a bunch this summer. To be fair, he also sounds like a knob. He sounds like a mega douche for taking it out on the neighborhood. I talked to him, we know each other and he's a decent dude, and he at least agrees to stop doing this at night and to ride safely since there are a lot of kids in the area. Wow, what a hero, had to be told to drive safe around kids. I just wish there was a legal way to get her to stop being such a bitch. Sounds like this guy already has it covered. I just wish she would have been charged when she almost got the motorcycle man. That probably would have made a different turn of events. I'm surprised he didn't report Karen to the police for running him over. The louder the motorbike, the smaller he got. The question how loud his bike was. I think we might be neighbors. I have the same thing. I always thought it was some dude revving his bike because he was doing maintenance or something. She nearly ran him over. I just wish there was a legal way to get her to stop being such a bitch. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Anyways, good luck with your neighbor. Maybe he could just call her and rev his bike down the phone at her? I don't condone retribution, so I don't recommend a gallon of sugar water down her foundation because that's how you get all the ants. That's attempted murder. He can press charges and have her arrested and file a restraining order. Maybe she'd have to move. This is the perfect opportunity for you to burn her house down. Everybody will think it was motorcycle guy who did it. I just wish there was a legal way to get her to stop being such a bitch. Public shaming is legal and mostly free. Go scorched earth on Karen. This is the way. The moral of this story is, obviously, don't be a Karen Fafo. Free tune-ups in the garage, come on by. She tried to run him over and isn't in jail? The fuck is wrong with this planet? My neighborhood Karen left a long time ago. Thank fuck. She only bothered me once though. I had my entire front end on my truck completely apart. Garage open, truck inside at 11 a.m. on a Saturday. She walked right in and kicked shit and told me I need to stop using my air tools. She was told to shove it up her ass and leave before I make her leave. My garage is technically a pre-existing commercial property that is not subject to residential rules. I feel like the Karen in this case. I hate the motorcycle dude in front of my house. I live in a small duplex and my room faces his garage. He rev his engine at 12 a.m., then stalls it for like 15 minutes at the 1 and leaves and then comes back at 3 in the morning. I wake up at 6. I haven't complained BC, he also gets along with everyone.